To achieve anything in life, you must work undeniably hard. And I still believe that to this day, and I always will. I've also learned that it's so easy to get ahead of everyone else, especially in this life, because guys, 100 years ago, people were working for their money. They were working jobs. They were doing hard labor construction jobs. They were generally putting their time into money. And if you build a high income skill, your time becomes more valuable and you can diversify and send your money to other people to do the simple tasks that would have taken more time for you to do in the past. It's a 1v1 scenario and it always will be. You have to have that mentality, because if you don't, someone else will step in front of you and take everything that you strive and everything that you achieve for. It amplifies who you are. Money does. And if you're a loser, you're an NPC, it's going to amplify that. It kind of goes without saying, but stop caring what others think. Seeking validation from people, it just keeps you average. It doesn't matter what they think, brother. You're the only one who's going to push you as hard as anybody else. You are the one that controls your future and your destiny. It's the same thing. You guys have to understand the ginormous difference between a dream and a reality, or between a plan and its execution. If there's no actionable steps for you to do each day, how can you expect to get to the goal that you desire, to the success that you want, if you're not doing daily inputs or daily tasks that actually get you there towards achieving that life? The people that can fathom that ginormous difference, that's what bridges the gap, and then they can implement daily, weekly, or monthly tasks to actually get to that goal. It's a protocol, it's a procedure. Without those protocols and plans, you have nothing. You have to have an idea of where you want to go and how to get. God will test you with a trial, and after you win over that trial, then you will gain some patience. That's how you gain things from God. When you ask for these things, He will tempt you, He will give you struggle. Whether you overcome all those struggles will determine the man that you want to be and the man of God that you are. A community for like-minded men who want to be bold, who want to be courageous, who want to lead and become the best versions of themselves and make money online, travel the world. All of that summed up in the one community. Main purpose of this is for men to connect with each other, to be on the same mission together, to be around winners, because the thing with being around winners is if you're around winners all the time, it's almost impossible to lose. When you're isolated in a space like where you're away from all the average and normal people, it's much easier to succeed and much easier to excel, because you have everyone else around you already is winning. They're already winning. So it's like you have to try on purpose to lose. The importance of solitude, guys. It's undeniably important, and I say this because as a man, the most mental growth I did in like such a short amount of time was when I was alone and truly struggling alone, going through the chaos of life alone. Whatever thing you value the most in life, or something or someone you value the most in life, that is what is going to anchor your heart and push you through the toughest of times. What is the absolute worst thing that could happen to me right now? That's what you don't want to happen, right? But it's possible it can. And you have to be prepared. You always walk around and live life with a slight sense of paranoia, because you always must be prepared for whatever comes your way. People who are a little bit prepared give themselves that slight advantage to actually overcome and to prevail. You guys have to understand that the thing you lack is knowledge, because if you knew what other people knew, then you wouldn't be in your current situation. When he's making $1 million a month, obviously there's something he knows that you don't know, because he has tangible results to prove otherwise. Yeah, bro. It's like a sport. Hopefully, do now is get better at it. This is what men in the Vanguard Collective do. This is the life. I wouldn't want to be looking my life any other way. Getting in the best fighting shape I can, eventually getting a fight in, eating clean, staying healthy, and killing it in business. Hey, this is the life, bro. I wouldn't rather be anywhere else. watching these like Muay Thai videos 2 years ago. I was like, man, I can't wait to do that one day. And now here we are. It's possible to create your dream life, guys. Willing to put in the work so you can have everything you ever wanted. To achieve anything in life, you must work undeniably hard. And I still believe that to this day, and I always will. All you had to do was work these past 3 years, and then you'd have everything you ever wanted.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9.
That was awesome. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Fucking cow.
Come on, good.
Good, thank you. But I just put trust in him, and I'm glad I did. I've never stretched that day before ever in my life. I usually go to bed around 6, 7 p.m. and then wake up and do it all again the next day. I guess my definition of work is like working on my brand, filming content, helping others, training Muay Thai. Who would want to do that work? This is the best. This is much better than working a 9 to 5, which I'll never, ever do again. And I hope you don't too. I hope you guys don't settle for normalcy and settle for the life of the NPCs, the robots.